Hi guys, and welcome to the Batch Lady, where I show you how to make fast, simple homemade meals that you can make in advance, put in your fridge and freezer and use whenever you want. And today I want to show you a fab meal, which is stuffed sweet potatoes with coriander, cumin and feta cheese. Really nice. This is a fab vegetarian recipe that we have been eating for the last few months and we absolutely love it. Okay, really simple to make. What I tend to do is make this on a Sunday when I'm batch cooking because my oven's already on, so I just throw the baked potatoes in. So I've got some sweet potatoes here. I'm going to quickly microwave them and then put them in the oven to bake, but you can either put them straight in, they'll just take longer in the oven, or you can microwave them for 5 minutes and then they take less time in the oven. So I'm going to quickly microwave these and then we'll get them in the oven. Okay guys, so these have came out the microwave, okay, and they're just, I know that they're just soft on the inside, but they're actually still quite hard around the outside and the skin is still intact, so you don't want to microwave them for too long, 5 to 10 minutes, and keep an eye on them. You also want to choose baked potatoes, if you can see this. You want to choose the sweet potatoes when you're picking them, sort of quite big and fat, more like a baked potato size as opposed to a little thin one, because you're going to half it and then restuff these, okay? So you want to be careful not to break the skin because we want to use the skin. What you want to do is you want to get a pan for your oven, put some salt in it, put some olive oil in it, and put it in the oven for about 5 minutes, and then we can throw the baked potatoes in and get them baking so they've got a nice crispy skin. Let's go. Okay, so once it starts smoking, you just want to bring it out. Just be careful as you put on your potatoes onto the hot tray. Just be gentle, you don't want to break the skins. Give it a little shuffle around and put it back in your oven, ready to bake. And then you can get on making another recipe while these are simply baking. Once they've finished baking, we'll come back and I'll show you exactly what we're going to do to stuff them next, okay? Okay guys, so our sweet potatoes are out of the oven and I have just cut them in half. Now you have to be really careful because they're not like normal baked potatoes where the skin goes really crispy. These still stay quite thin, so you've just got to be careful with them. What you want to do is you want to take out the centre of the sweet potato. Okay, just as gently as you can with a spoon, just spoon some of it out. You just have to be careful that you don't touch the skin, so you're just spooning it out and you're putting the middle of the sweet potato into the bowl. Whoop. So I'm just gently spooning it out as gently as I can. So I'm just getting a bit of it and leaving some of it in, and we'll keep going with the rest. Okay, once you have done all of that, I'm going to put the skins just out of the way here. They're always a bit sticky, these sweet potato skins, but oh, they're lush. They're so good. So just move them out the way as gently as possible. Really be gentle with this recipe. Okay, then you've got your sweet potato middles in here. You are then going to take a bunch of coriander, as much as you want, because it's whether you like coriander or not. So if you're not very sure, just have a little bit. If you like it a lot, take a lot. And you are just going to, I've got most of the stalks at the bottom, and you're just going to chop it into the sweet potato. Okay, just into the bowl. I love coriander, but it's a real Marmite thing. Some people love it, some people hate it. If you hate it, leave it out, try a different herb. I love it, so I'm going to put quite a lot in. So my coriander has now gone in the bowl. Okay, and then I'm going to use a feta cheese. Now, because it's summer and we're all watching what we're doing, I'm going to use a reduced fat feta cheese, but you can use whatever one you want. This one was on special offer as well. And all I'm going to do is crumble it with my hands into this bowl. So we've got the sweet potato middles, we've got the feta cheese, we've got the coriander. I mean, oh, it is such an amazing recipe for a nice summer evening easy meal, okay? I'm going to wash my hands and come back and put the spices in. Hold on. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to take, so this is for 4 baked potatoes, 4 baked sweet potatoes I should say. You want to take about a teaspoonful of cumin, a heaped teaspoonful, and a teaspoonful of paprika. Now, you can put as much of this in as you want. This is smoked paprika. Both of these, if you want more cumin, put more in. If you don't want any more, don't put any more. It's entirely up to you. Okay, I'll just move that to the side. Everything is now in our bowl, and what we want to do is just mash it together. Okay, it's good to go. I'm just going to divide it into about 8 little portions, and I'm going to stuff them back into my potato. So I make this on a Sunday morning in the summer, and then we will have it will last for 5 days in the fridge, so we will have it at some point over the week, and I know it's sitting there. All I do when I'm ready to have it is, you see I've not quite portioned it out, so I'm going to steal some stuff back from another one. That happens every time. I've got a little bit left in the bowl, and in it goes. So I'm just going to leave my hands like this because I'm going to touch the potatoes anyway. So when you have stuffed them all and they look like this, okay, what I tend to do is wait until they've cooled down and then just put them in a Ziploc bag if I'm going to put them in the fridge, and it just means I can pull them out whenever I want. When I pull them out, I can either just microwave these and they'll be a bit soft and soggy, but they'll still all melt and be delicious, or I can throw them back in the oven, and they're only going to take midweek about 10 or 15 minutes in the oven, and they're going to crisp back up, melt in the middle, and be absolutely delicious. This is an amazing vegetarian recipe. If you love sweet potato and coriander, it is definitely worth a go. If you don't like feta cheese, change the cheese. It's a really easy menu, okay? If I wanted to, I could let these cool completely and put them in the freezer. You could definitely freeze them. But because they last 5 days, I never really feel the need to do it. A brilliant recipe. Why not give it a go? Let me know what you think in the comments below.